Really?
It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna mute everyone. Hello, guys. I am so excited you're here tonight. You probably got a little alert on your side that says I'm recording this. I promise your face is not on the screen. It is just mine. I know we had a couple people who weren't sure if they'd be able to make this exact time, so I just wanted to make sure we recorded it. Just in case that freaked anybody out. Promise you're not on it. Anyways, I'm really excited that you're here tonight. I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about Q Sciences. First, I kind of wanted to introduce myself. My name's Mandy. I have been here now for just a bit over a year. I've actually been working in this industry though for about 4 years, which is crazy. Time flies so fast. And I have just really fallen in love with what this industry offers people. It was never something I really thought I was going to do. I had a lot of friends who had kind of dabbled around trying different network marketing companies, and it just honestly didn't catch my eye until my family really needed it. My family is Sacramento local. My husband works for a local law enforcement department here. And if you know, you know, it is not cheap to live in California. And so even with my husband having a really great career, we're a family of five. And kind of what ended up happening was we realized, oh, like what we thought your income was doesn't really feel like that after we have to pay for living in California on a single income. And I just kind of got tired of living paycheck to paycheck. That's really my story. My husband was working dozens of hours, literally dozens of hours of overtime every single month. And it just still always felt like we didn't have enough. We ended up in a lot of debt. And I had a friend who came over for a barbecue one night and ended up showing me a paycheck with $5,000 on it. And I was like, all right, if you can make $5,000, I'm going to at least try at this because what else am I going to do? I was previously a preschool teacher, but with three little kids, it wouldn't even make sense for me to have a job outside the home. I'd pay more in childcare than I'd even make. So that's kind of how I ended up here. I stumbled into the industry. I ended up just totally blowing past every expectation we even had for this over the last handful of years. I paid off over $30,000 of debt for my family doing this from home with my kids. The last 2 years in a row, I made $70,000 plus annually, like each year, working in this industry. And like I said, I don't have a college degree. I was a preschool teacher before this. I'm hardly even qualified to work the laptop I'm on. So it's really not rocket science. In my opinion, it's just hard work and dedication. So that's kind of my story. I'm going to talk about Q now, though, because you didn't come to hear about me. So Q Sciences is a really incredible company. If you're like me, I had never heard of it before this. So I'm going to give you the rundown. These three people here are really important when you're talking about our company. On the far left, you have Mr. Mark Wilson. He's actually the founder of Q. So he originally launched us back in 2012 as just a really tiny supplement company. He's an incredible businessman, but honestly, what I love so much about him, he's just the culture of Q. We have a company Cabin up in Utah. He literally is CEO, founder, owns the company, and he'll still be up at 4 a.m. loading all of our bags into the car for us to get to the airport on time. You would never guess that he owned the company. He truly cares so much about everyone. And it's the kind of ownership I really was hoping to get out of something like this, like not just another dude at the very top cashing checks, if that makes sense. He's a gentle giant. On the far right, you have Mr. Jake Spencer. So Mark actually brought Jake in very specifically. Mark's a very smart businessman, but Jake has been working in this industry for over 20 plus years. So he's actually been in the field working the way that I work this business. He's brilliant. When I first came over to this company, I had been already working in the industry for about 3 years. And I just kept hearing Jake Spencer, Jake Spencer, Jake Spencer. And I kept thinking like, there's no way this guy is as cool as everybody's making him sound. Like it's just not possible. I felt like everybody was kind of fangirling him. And then I went up to our company Cabin, and in a single training session, I was like, oh my gosh, I get it. I get it, because he runs the company as a president the way that it makes sense for people who are actually doing the hard work. And he trains well. What's really unique about Jake as our president, I work with him on the regular. I just actually was on Zoom with him right before Christmas. He helps train me in my business often. And that's not normal. As someone who's been doing this for a while, you typically, like, maybe you know the name of the president of the company. You're certainly never on Zoom with them or getting personal training in your business. It's just so different than anything I've ever experienced or heard of before. He's just really brilliant when it comes to network marketing. And then in the center here, we have Brittany Hitch. So Brittany is a good friend of mine. Small world story. When I came over here, I kept hearing her name because she is one of kind of like one of the people who works with me on my team. And I kept thinking, gosh, I know that name. Like, I know Brittany Hitch. So I went on Facebook and I started stalking her because that's what everybody does these days. And I did know her. We had actually worked together previously at our last company, but all I could see on her Facebook when I was stalking her was just promotion after promotion after promotion, all these announcements on her page of people that she was helping really build large incomes here at Q Sciences. And in my gut, I was like, this is it. Like, this is going to be the girl who's going to help me and my team of people here really win. And it's funny because it sounds so cliche, but that's exactly what has happened over the last year. Brittany's kind of a unicorn. She has not only come to Q Sciences and broken all of Q Sciences business records, but she's actually shattered network marketing industry records in her a little over a year's time here. If I told you how much she made a month, you wouldn't even believe me, but she's a huge reason of why my team has had so much success in just a year. And so I always give her a little nod. I have a lot of confidence when I talk about her, because when you come here and you work with me, you work with her. And as much as you probably don't know what that means right now, it's a really big deal. All of that to say, the company in general is just different. Q Sciences, the best way to explain this is like window of timing. A lot of times when you hear about really great opportunities, right, think like Bitcoin or investing in Uber, right? Like these things where by the time you hear about them, the window of opportunity has kind of passed. You know what I mean? Everybody's already heard about it. And so getting your foot in the door early isn't necessarily a thing anymore. And so you kind of miss the opportunity of capitalizing on that. Well, Q Sciences is just this really unique timing because that window has not closed. We're a very new company in the sense of us being relaunched in 2018. It's really only been about 3.5 years or so since we were relaunched. And in the world of network marketing, that is like being an infant. There's a lot of companies out there who have good products or they have a decent business model, but oftentimes what comes along with that is a really saturated market, which means your job and my job is that much harder because everybody's already heard about it. They've already tried it. They're already using it. They're already partnered with that company. Q Sciences, most people are like, huh? What's that? I've never heard of that before. And so it just really gives you kind of the upper hand of being able to partner with a company that is clearly growing. We were just named the 3rd fastest growing network marketing company in the entire world. We're also the #1 fastest growing health and wellness network marketing company in the entire world. So we have all of the timing, over 1,200% growth since 2018, but we just aren't super saturated yet. And so it's kind of like this perfect storm. The company itself, the corporate staff, Jake and Mark, they're really innovative. And so that's always another part of this that I like to talk about. We are not just your run-of-the-mill multi-level marketing company that has some probiotics. They really come out with different stuff. And so from a customer aspect, that means we're offering people stuff that they can't just get anywhere. We just rolled out a first-to-market product called Terpenes this fall. There is literally no other company in the industry that offers anything like this because we created it. We patented it. We used a patented technology to do the whole thing. From a business perspective, it just means, again, you're offering something that isn't out there everywhere else. And so it makes your business much more niched. And really, for me, it's made a huge difference. What I did here in 1 year with my business, previously, it took me 3 years to do at my last company. And I'm a big statistic person. I feel like numbers don't lie. So the company's innovation here is just really top notch. You can see that in our products. So we have so many products. I really don't cover them in detail on these calls because we'd be here for like 20 hours instead of 20 minutes. But we have everything from a whole hemp line that is available in a lot of our international markets, but specifically in America. That's oils, creams, roll-ons, topicals. We just rolled out with terpenes. We have spray vitamins, stuff for fitness and weight loss, kids, holistic health, immune support, energy. In my whole year of being here, I've never had to turn a single person away because honestly, we just have something for everyone. And I cannot say that about my previous partnership. A lot of companies in this industry, you'll notice that they're very targeted at just women or just a certain age group. And with Q, it's kids, women, men, whatever age. We even have a couple items for pets. Like it really is a wide variety. And so what I tell people on these calls is if you came to hear about the products, I'd love to get you more info. To me, products are really personal. Everybody has a different body. Everybody has different health goals. So the easiest way to go over that is to have an actual conversation where we talk about what are you looking for? What do you need? And then we kind of point you in the right direction of what we offer for that. And if you're wanting just kind of an overview, we can send you a whole catalog link. You can just browse through everything. But I would just be wasting your time talking to you about like close to 60 products if we wanted to go over everything. So what I usually do is talk about our most popular, which is called Q Core. So Q Core is hands down our most popular selling combo in all of our international markets. It comes with 3 products. And basically what I tell people is this is just the most basic thing that everybody could benefit from. It comes with a multivitamin, an anti-inflammatory. If you haven't looked up inflammation, do a quick Google search. It is fascinating, but just really great for overall health. And then a probiotic, which I'm sure you've heard gut health get tossed around over the last 2 years. Really, really relevant products that everybody could benefit from using. And so I think the most recent statistic they pulled was like 80% of our orders every single month include Q Core. Personally, for me, I like it because it's easy. I'm a little bit of a space case. And so having to like count out capsules or remember to take things at different times, I just won't take it. And so this is an AM pack and a PM pack. So simple. They already have it separated out for you. So you just open your pack in the morning, take your supplements, open your pack in the evening, take your supplements before bed, and you call it good. Now, like I said, if you came to hear about the products, I hope I gave you maybe like a little gist, and then we could chat more in detail later. I always end with talking about the business, mostly because I didn't come here for no reason. This is not my first rodeo. I've worked in this industry for a while. And so I always like to really just explain how it works. I feel like sometimes people don't understand. There's a lot of companies out there that really overcomplicate what the business looks like, in my opinion. At my last company, I was in the top like 0.25% of the whole company. And to be totally honest, 3 years of being there, I still could not really explain to people how they were getting paid. It was just really, really complicated. I think we had like a 13-page comp plan, which basically is like the rules of how you're earning your money. So when I came over to Q, one of the biggest selling points for me was that it was simple. I felt like my 7-year-old could explain how I made money. And that's really what I wanted. So here we have a 1-page compensation plan. There's 4 ways to get paid. So when you partner with the company, you pay a $39.95 business fee annually. It basically covers everything you need to sell your products. And it gives you a website that you'll kind of use to sell things. Once you do that, you open up the 4 ways to get paid. So the first is through customer sales, which is very self-explanatory. With that website you get, if you recommend products to people and they go on your website and they purchase them, you're going to make commission off of that. We pay very generously when it comes to commission, top of the line. There's not another company that I have seen that is competitive towards us in this category. Right now, we pay upwards of 35% commission on all customer sales. We're actually rolling out a new tier to that in the next couple of months. So we will be even higher paying. I can't tell you all the details of it because it's not out yet, but it's coming. So we're going to be paying even better on our customer commissions soon. And then number 2 is through monthly team commission. So basically what that means is when you help other people also start a business with Q Sciences, everything that you help them accomplish in their business, you are also going to make income off of that. So it pays to help other people earn money here. The third thing is through rank bonuses, which means every time you hit a promotion, you're going to unlock a bonus. This is not measly amounts of income. The last bonus that I unlocked was $8,000, and they just keep going up from there. I know there's that little bar at the bottom of your screen. That is only like our first 6 promotions. We have like, I think 10 more after that. It just keeps going up higher and higher. And then lastly, we have our financial freedom movement. So here's what I will tell you. I used to really not be interested in this industry. And one of the reasons I felt that way was I thought a lot of it was very flashy and superficial. This is just me being totally honest. I saw a lot of people talking about like trips to Hawaii and free cars, and just where I was at in my point of life when I joined this, none of that felt realistic for my life at all. I was up to my eyeballs in debt. I had no idea, like, what is Hawaii? Where is that even located? I've only seen it on a map. You know what I mean? So when I saw Q, what really struck me differently was the fact that it wasn't like that. Our financial freedom movement, again, it's another one of the things that we are the only company in the industry that does this. When you partner with Q, you actually get assigned a financial coach from day one. The people could even sign up and not work the business and just sign up for the financial coach. The financial coach is there to do whatever you need for your own personal life. So some people are looking to repair their credit score, or do a monthly budget, figure out how to pay off their student loans, or fill a retirement account or a college fund. For me, when I came over here, I wanted to stay out of debt. I was lucky enough to have paid my debt off working in this industry. I wanted to stay out of debt, and I wanted some kind of long-term planning, right? Like I need a retirement fund for myself or something that's going to help me down the road. So my financial coach, her name's Shawnee. She's awesome. I text her all the time, and she set me up a retirement account. She set me up new college funds for my kids. She gave me a monthly budget. Anytime I need her, I set up meetings with her. It's incredible. The stories that we have through our financial freedom movement, it's kind of what makes us different. It's really not about just the money that you're making here. It's about learning how to make the best decisions with your money so that it's long-term moves. In our United States market, we also have a bonus program that's packaged along with this. So for me, every single month, on top of my income that I make with Q Sciences, I also get extra income that they're plugging into that retirement account for me. So every single month they pay hundreds of dollars into my retirement account. Now, if you wanted to do it differently, you could actually apply that money towards a debt of your choice. So sometimes people come in and they're like, I have so many student loans, I don't even know, like I'm going to be 80 before they're paid off. You could actually set this income, this extra bonus up to pay off your student loans each month. It is so unique. I'm telling you, I could tell you so many stories of people I've met through this. It's just really, really wonderful. I'm really aware that this is a lot of information when people get on these calls. Sometimes I think hearing from someone who's done it for a very long time, it's like, that's cool. Like you've been doing it for 4 years. I'm sure it's worked out for you. So I always like to invite some of my friends who are a little bit newer here or who have been doing it. Anyways, I've been working with them. So tonight I invited my friend Shelby to come and chat on here about her experience at Q so far and how it's been going for her. And I just wanted her to share real quick.
Hi. Okay, so excuse my man voice. I have a little bit of like a cold or something going on, but I just wanted to share a little bit about me. So I joined, literally me and Mandy, we like signed up on the same day, just about. But I've been in network marketing for going on my 5th year now. And I was at the previous company with Mandy. We were not on the same team. We didn't work together at all. But I got to a point where like I just couldn't keep going, and my income was so like it would fluctuate. It was an average every month. I never knew what I was going to be making. My husband and I we have a budget app. We like do all the things, and he's like, "Well, how much are you gonna make this month?" And I'm like, "I have no clue. It can fluctuate hundreds of dollars." And that was really frustrating. And it was really hard for us to be able to balance our finances like that because you just don't know. And so coming here, several of the things were very mind blowing, but the fact that people on my team could win with me was one of the big things. I was not at the level that Mandy was at the last company, but I did have people on my team who really needed an income. They really needed to supplement their income, and they couldn't. They could not keep growing. And I'm like, come on, you can do it. And they just couldn't get there. And that was so frustrating for me, to not be able to like literally help them. And so this has just opened my eyes. I hit our 4th rank within our first 3 months here. I have money being paid into a retirement fund for myself. I'm a stay-at-home mama to 2 kiddos. I was growing a human in my belly when I switched over. And so managing a toddler and a newborn in this season, but also to be able to supplement our family's income and knowing how much I'm making every month, has been so, so incredible. And it's just been an awesome blessing to be able to work with Mandy. She has helped me in so many different ways, especially in this crazy season of becoming a mom of 2. So anyways, that's a little bit about me, but basically it's just been mind blowing. And I just am continually eye-opened with all of the new things that this company comes out with and how innovative they are.
I love that. Thanks, Shelb. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about this. Actually, you'll meet so many people who just have different lifestyles, right? Like Shelby works this part-time. She has a newborn and a toddler. This is more so my full-time job. And so it's just really cool that you can see people take something and really personalize it to exactly what they're needing. So usually I close out at this point just by saying, again, I know it's a lot of info. So if you have questions, hopefully you've gotten the feel that I'm like pretty down to earth. I really do try and like cut it to you straight. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. If you want information on the products, I think that's great. Let's get you some info. If you are wondering about the business and you're like, oh my gosh, what would I even do? How do I know if I'd be good at it? Where do I even start? That's totally normal. Nobody knows what they're doing when they sign up. That's what we're for. And I really cannot stress enough how much this is like a hand-holding process. I always say, if you can cook a frozen lasagna, you can probably work this business, because we really break it down about that simple with instructions of step-by-step things to do. So I'm open for questions. I hope that this was some information for you tonight that was helpful, and have a wonderful start to your New Year's, guys. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Mandy.
You're welcome. Bye.